Hello, everyone, and sorry for the sudden interrupt into the music. Welcome to another stream here with Zero Camp. I am Andrew, one of your hosts, and today I will be taking you through a game between two of our players. I have Dalton on the left-hand side with Gravediggers, and on the right-hand side I have Matt with his Necrofactorium. Sarvac will catch you later on YouTube. Thank you. So, folks, we just want to say, as always, a big thank you to Enchanted Grounds here in Littleton, Colorado, for allowing us a place to play as well as to stream. They're super awesome about it. So if you ever find yourself down in the southwest corner of the Denver area, come check us out. Come play some games. We still have Warmachine starting about 5 o'clock, and our stream starts at 6:30, so you, too, can be internet famous. Hooray! Other big news, we have Coffee Cup coming up this weekend for our local folks. It's a team tournament. We are going to be streaming a game each round for the team tournament. We're going to figure that out, but stay tuned for this Saturday. We should have 2, maybe 3 games being streamed for that, which will be super duper cool. Otherwise, at the end of August, we have Tacticon. Tacticon is important because not only is it a local Denver area game convention, which is super cool, but we also have Rocky Mountain Rumble, which we are anticipating will be an Iron Gauntlet qualifier. It's also just a really cool Steamroller tournament event. A pass for Tacticon gets you into Rocky Mountain Rumble for no additional charge, which means that you can come play 2 days of Warmachine and 2 days of other gaming. So if you want to come join us, feel free. Again, it's the end of August. It is located not super far from the Denver airport, so travel's not all that difficult. I believe actually the hotel it's at has a shuttle to and from, so for what that's worth. That being said, I will not keep us any longer from the fun action, so I'm going to go ahead and let our players take it over from here. Dalton won the roll-off on Payload and chose to go first. So, Dalton, if you could take us away and start by talking through the terrain that's on the table, please.
Sounds good. I can do that. We've got a big old trench right here. We've got some rubble right here. We've got a shallow water right here, which is my flag terrain. Got 2 big obstructions. We got a quicksand. We got a forest. We got a corrosive pool of doom. We have a forest. We have a hill. We have an obstruction. We've got some crates that provide cover. They're like little tiny walls. And then there's a word for that. Obstacles. There we go. And we have 2 other obstacles over there. And that's the terrain setup. I am playing a Vargus list that I shamelessly stole off of the internet with Vargus, the Rowdies, 2 units of gun mages, Stella to give tactician so that I don't screw myself over, 3 Valiants, 2 sword and shield aggressive Valiants, 1 sword harpoon righteous vengeance Valiant, and Plugger, because he's Plugger. And then I also have a single unit of Rangers. And Bruno, because Bruno's there. Everybody loves Bruno.
No one. We don't want to talk about Bruno. Moving on. What did you bring for spell rack and command cards?
Today I decided to rack Rockwall, Arcane Shield, and Rhythm of War. Because I like those things.
Because it's the rhythm of the war.
What?
Because it's the rhythm of the war.
Right. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I too can reference songs that were made before the majority of human beings on this planet were alive.
Ouch. And on that burn, I'm going to go get some water for it. Matt, would you like to talk about the army you brought this evening?
Yeah, so first off, this hill ends up being my objective terrain, scenario terrain for Payload. I brought Exulon Kythos. This is my version of a Cryx Meat Mountain list. I've got Kythos here. I have the Malfesser, and then a Raptor with an Arc Node and a Doom Spitter, and a Raptor with a Death Ripper and a Light Spiker as my battle group. I have an Iron Lich Overseer, and I don't know this guy's name because he doesn't care. Exulon, he's the magic support guy. I have 2 units of Necrosurgeon Initiates, the Furies, 1 unit of the Criterions, 2 unit of Brutes, and a unit of Sludge Thralls, 2 units of Mechanothrall Swarm, and a Scarlock. It's a lot of beef.
There's a lot of beef. You're unregulated meat
Some
mountain.
of it's expired, and some of it has unhealthy chemicals.
We were talking about how the Cephalix Drudges have 15% meth by volume for blood. It's excellent. That being said, would you mind telling us what you brought for your spell rack and command cards, please?
My spell rack today is going to be Carnage, Death Ward, and Scything Touch. Scything Touch, just because it'll help get through Vargus's feet if I have to attack on the feet turn. Otherwise, don't really need it. Death Ward because it's funny on any of the living models. And then Carnage because 16-inch control makes Carnage really nice.
It does. That it does.
And I just hit whatever I need to in melee.
We actually have two Carnage casters against each other tonight. It's going to be kind of hilarious.
Yep, I have Breakthrough, Duck and Cover, Lucky Penny, Old Faithful, and Put the Fires Out. I didn't used to take Old Faithful in this list, but I found out there were a lot of times I'd lose the Malfester's brain. He'd dump all his stuff. I couldn't fix him before my turn, so he'd have to spend a whole turn with no focus, and that was sad.
Sad Malfester is sad. All right, that being said...
It does remind me, I forgot to tell my cards.
Do it.
I'm running 4 normie cards, which is Lucky Penny, Blessing of the Gods, Military Engineering, which is Sapper, but a little specialer, and Old Faithful, and then 2 light airdrops and 2 heavy airdrops.
So, Military Engineering is a Gravedigger specific command card for what it's worth, folks. And it's fun. If you've not looked it up, it lets you dig in a model or remove a defense. It's pretty solid.
It's mostly Sapper, except when Sapper is useless, it does still do something.
Yes. Excellent. So again, the scenario that they rolled for tonight is Payload, and by rolled, I mean someone literally like drive-by scenario that was nuts. So they are playing each with a flag, a 40 and a 50 mil objective. Folks, would you mind pointing out your 50 mil objectives to chat, please?
50 millimeter objective.
Your 40 millimeter objective, please.
40 millimeter objectives.
And where your flag terrain has ended up, please.
Flag.
Excellent. And that being said, remember, this is the scenario where we are moving around the 50 millimeter objective. If it ends within 3 inches of the opponent's scenario terrain piece, they just get 3 victory points. It also moves the heavy around. It's kind of goofy. Excellent. Well, that being said, folks, feel free to take it away. Dalton went first, so Dalton, I suspect that you're not just going to stand there and do nothing.
Right. Good luck and have fun, sir.
Likewise.
I'm going to start our clock now.
Yep.
All right. So Stella's going to activate. She's going to use Precision Strike and then walk forward to hang out in this trench. Then this unit of gun mages is going to activate and give a focus to each one of my warjacks over here. Although you will need to just realize you'll have to walk over there in order to validate that. Actually, no, you have aggressive. It doesn't matter. Really, it only matters for you, but it's a good habit to be in. Then this unit of gun mages will... Probably could have just put them in the rubble, but they're going to walk over into the rubble and give a focus to Plugger. Oh no! Oh no!
They're not power up.
They are. You will see. Then they're done. Then my Valiant here will spend a focus to activate Fleet. And then run with the other focus. So that makes him speed 7, so he can run 12.
Oh, look at me. I'm a Cygnar and I'm going fast.
Then
posers.
Then this Valiant will activate Fleet and then run. They have heavy boilers, so they get to run 14. Then, oh, you don't have that. Then this guy will activate Fleet and run. Then Vargus will activate, and he will... Oh, that doesn't matter. He will cast Rhythm of War for 3. Right? Rhythm of War casts 3, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
Gravediggers is still new enough to me. I don't know your rules off the top of my head. I have to look them up.
We'll walk. Oh no! Up to there. Move the Rhythm of War on, and then he will spend 2 to put a rock wall there. Then he's done.
As I do super fuel, one of my 3 alchemical objects. One is cast a free spell, which is typically here.
Then the rowdies will activate. We'll walk up here.
It's holdover days on the last few days.
And pop smoke clouds.
Yes, he does strip up each of the big 14.
I think he might be a little too far from you.
You're right. You're right.
What was the old thing, the Pagani for the trenchers?
Oh, right. I actually
Not
have
the Pagani. It was the template though.
I have a measurement stick at home that I specifically designed
That
So they
I remember
have-
seeing
for the
Pro-
perfect
They do.
spacing for cloud walls.
Yep.
For dropping smoke bombs.
Okay, they'll hang out right there. They'll knock in a repo. Then we have 2 left. Then Plugger is going to run and spend a focus to fleet so he can run 12. To there. Then this unit of Rangers is going to run 11.
Totally unrelated, but Plugger's a dumb name for a jack. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Then no, they're not going to run up that far. They're actually going to go over here, and they'll dig in. Okay.
Cowards.
And over to you.
Okay, so melee threat on these guys is 12,
14.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dalton, did you not activate a unit of gun mages?
No,
A
he
unit
did.
of what?
Of gun mages?
No, I did. They gave some focus out. They're just staying where they are.
Losers.
Where are you getting the other 2 from? You got fleet.
Fuel cans.
Oh, right. If you drop the fuel can. Okay. Right. That's what I forgot. Okay. 14's what I need to worry about because I don't care about your guns that much right now.
He's got a harpoon.
I know he has a harpoon.
'Kay.
That's okay. He can shoot
Just-
it as much as he wants.
Whaler jacks. I don't know. Speed.
All right. So to start the control phase, we're going to go ahead and allocate 2 to the Malfessor. Let's see. Do we want to try? I don't think it's worth it. Where's my damn? There it is.
That was slow. I should be faster on my first turn than that.
Not worth it. Okay. Okay. So Kythos is going to go ahead and activate.
My first turn done it.
He's going to go ahead and cast Death Ward onto these Criterion. And then he is moving,
And Force Bearer, they're 1522s.
I think, right
They don't encourage you to shoot it. They are 11.
there. So you have 2 inch or 1 inch?
1 inch.
In melee with a construct, more specifically. With a non-living model.
I'm also happy to say that on stream tonight, this is one of 4 games going on here at
So-
our game store.
He's just going to sit there and camp 3. That's fine.
We could potentially have 5, so it's super cool.
All right. Now, the
Did you have a question about the payload drop guy? The payload drop guy or something?
how do I want to do this?
Because I don't think you
Cookie crumbles. Actually, these guys are just gonna repo right. Just go there, hang out. It'll be fun for them. Good time even. Malfessor. Malfester's gonna run. Get nice and close, but not that close. Okay, he's done. These guys are just gonna run. Place up there, and I don't think you can get me there because the wall. Yep. All right. There's my line. You just gonna come up here. This is what Kythos has to do if he doesn't want to feed first, which I do not want to feed first. It would make me sad. These thugs are just running. And let's see, I go second, so it doesn't really matter where you go. So this guy's going to run to here. And about there's fine. And then his friends are going to come in like so. So this guy's going to just run over here. This guy's 14 as well, right? Same build? All right.
Yep.
He just has to hold his knife like a cool guy?
Yep.
All right.
That's how you know he's a ghost dog.
Right. But you can't go through the building.
That
So
is true.
got that going for me. So I think they're just going to run. Yep. Oop, don't want to move change the whole terrain. All right. So this guy's just going to run to here. All right, this unit's just moving over here. This unit is just going to go like here. This guy will go, not yet, you are going to go to right here. You're going to cast Black Mantle. You are going to come right here.
I thought you weren't worried about his shooting.
I'm not worried about shooting.
I'm not worried about his shooting. I'm being a very combative commentator tonight. I'm sorry. No, I'm really not, actually.
All right, and then you, can you fit up here? Yep, you're going to go right there. And then all the way back here. And all the way back here. And that is me, sir. How do I switch it?
You
There, okay.
like that.
All right.
Clouds vanish. Alrighty. Upkeep, Rhythm of War. Let Rockwall drop, leaving me on 6.
Did I screw that up? I might have. Oh well.
All my lads power up. of operations has to be a little funky here. But that's all right. Melee ranges on your dudes, I guess, because it's pretty consistent across the board, right?
Except for so they're all 1, 1, 1, 1.
Sorry, charging threat range is what I'm trying to ask.
So 5, 8, 9 for the thralls, 10 for them because they have 2-inch range.
Right.
10 for these guys because they're 1 faster speed. 10 for these guys because they're also 1 faster
Possibly
speed.
13 if I give them vengeance.
They have vengeance.
All right.
And then all these guys have evasive, so.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So, Vargus goes first. Cast some spells. You boys go, cloud that up. Then you do that.
I'm like over here immediately forgetting.
All right.
what the
Stella
cloud wall
activates
unit is.
first. She walks 6 to be over here, and she pops a precision strike again. And then I will use one of my heavy drops to plunk a thing base to base with this Valiant, so that when it activates, it picks it up. Then she's done. Then Vargus is gonna go. I can't quite get to where I want him, so he's gonna spend 1 to. No, he can get where I want him to be. Because it's. Oh no, it's 1 inch off of him. So no, he has to fleet to get to where I want him to be, which is up here. So that then he can spend 2 to cast Arcane Shield on this Valiant, and then another 2 to cast Rock Wall again. I'll figure out where exactly that Rock Wall is going to go in a moment, and I will also use my second heavy drop there. All right.
So your
then-
second command card.
Yes, I have no more command cards this turn. So you guys walk to there.
So I'm torn because having rock wall and rack is really cool, but I also believe in ABC. Always be casting rock wall.
You guys need to be on the other side of rock wall. There we go. Okay. Then. Yeah, that's fine. Then.
But do they have Pathfinder?
Of course they have Pathfinder.
Excellent. I know it sounds like a silly question, but
Heavies don't.
you're
talking about?
Cygnar.
Yeah, but we're Gravediggers. Gravediggers have Pathfinder basically across
You're
the
digging
board.
graves,
heavies
not
don't.
climbing
But they
through
do have
them.
relentless charge.
Yes.
All right, then.
We're rowdy and we're leaving smoke clouds
We
or
are
something.
rallying. We are smoke clouding, indeed.
That's so adorable.
An 11, sir.
The intent is for them to be, closing off the. There we go.
Show me 12. Yeah, boy.
I get you. You got a wall.
You get the idea. Then
Even though they're using traitorous Kador smoke.
they are using Kador smoke. My
This smoke
apologies,
brought to you
everybody.
by Bile Juice. Now with 15% meth by volume. And now we're going to get demonetized. Excellent.
It's you all the way over here. Okay.
One die.
Then this Valiant activates. He's going to get a howitzer. And we'll aim. So he gets a focus for picking that up. He's going to aim and shoot at Brute Thrall.
Okay.
You measured him out to be 14 inches away, so it's a
Just-
16-inch gun.
Yeah, just a little over, yeah.
So I'll boost to hit.
What kind of gun is this?
This is a range 16, POW 14 momentum gun.
No AoE?
No AoE.
Okay. He's def 12.
All right, howitzer, rat 6, looking for a 6. That will hit with a 9. Okay, so you get slammed.
Yep. Into the wall.
One whole inch, yep, straight back. I'll boost damage, and I get an extra die because you're slammed into the wall.
Correct.
POW 14.
7. You're off 3.
So 3. That will be only 6 points of damage.
He
But he
lives.
is now knocked down.
Doesn't get to come closer though because he's knocked down.
Correct.
Sad brute is sad.
Then he's done. Then that. Then the other guy is going to activate and pick up a heavy flamethrower. Damn it. There we go. Then he's done. Then you guys.
Both of them. I have an 0-2 record against my last 2 games against these opponents.
It is speed 6.
And they'll dig in again.
Okay.
I'm going to lose some worse.
Easy.
I'll tell you, like, 6 heavies against deck of this, you can't tell me that. You're like, cool, dude, how many souls you getting from that?
You guys go there. And all done. Over to you.
Okay. This is a rowdy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I did not.
And you did not feed.
I did not feed.
All right. It's a bold move, Cotton. See how it goes. I didn't think I missed it, but all right.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Allocate. Upkeep Death Ward for free.
And he conveniently put all of his models 13 inches away from mine because that's how far mine threat, and I know that all of his stuff threats 11. So I didn't even have to check if I was safe.
Then you just moved 2 inches forward.
I could have, but
Torment is a very different.
I aimed instead.
The ability to use
The rowdies. It's old school retrencher tech, and the only ones that can do it are the rowdies. The regular trenchers can't. But
So disappointed in other people.
Who this is? Is that Stella?
that is Stella. Stella Baron.
Okay.
Clearly it's that hunter, right? Yeah, weird.
It's like the one thing I have that's wrong with Gravediggers is I've been doing Horus so much, they gave me Horus. Only with God.
Okay, let's see. I don't need to allocate any more to him, I don't think. Let's...
I played deck of this, he like averaged like 8 souls on an immovable arm 28.
Always, always and forever.
If you have the right thing, you can actually.
I'm playing the new thing. That means it's cool to hate on it. Which
We
is
do have
fair.
a lot of off-camera conversation going on. Chat.
I would hate on it, too.
apologize, but it adds to the
It does take a cost. It does take.
adds to the atmosphere.
Okay. Not going to allocate anything. I think. What is Vargus camping?
He's not, right? Because, yeah, he spent down to 6. He cast Rock Wall and Arcane Shield.
That is a choice.
Zero camp.
Because he's 7.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he's at 2.
Okay.
remember, this episode of Zero Camp brought to you by Bile Juice. Feel your thralls today.
Okay. It's a 4-cost spell. That's fine. Okay. So the Malfester is going to go ahead and activate first, I think. I think that's all we do. He's going to run for free to there.
And how far is the telemetry bubble?
8 inches.
Excellent. And how
Okay.
far is your man-catching net launcher?
8 inches.
Excellent.
Okay. So, that's fun. This unit's going to go ahead and activate. This guy's going to run. Does he have 1 inch?
The Rowdy, yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
That's Dalton, the Rowdy.
If you say so.
It's me.
Now, hold on. None of this self-referential bullcrap. What's happening here? Oh my
Okay.
God, he is named Dalton.
I told you. I told you his name is Dalton.
Straight up did not believe you.
All right.
Dalton, Franks, and the other one.
Jenkins.
Jenkins, thank you.
But why Franks? Why is he plural?
Because it's a last name, not a first name.
No, that's a first name. It's just a plural first name.
All right, he's got to run.
Yes, they're Darcy Ryan. She's a member of the Black 13th.
Yeah, but he's got to run. He'll run to there.
And he's corroded.
He is corroded. Okay.
You can check the forces of Who's-a-What's-it. The Kane's Hellslingers.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
Although they spell it wrong. It's Darcey for Ryan. Is her first name, if I remember correctly? My sister's name is Drcy.
I'm not going to look.
No extraneous vowels.
All right. This guy's just going to run.
It gives a certain je ne sais
We'll just
quoi.
put it here.
Let's talk about extraneous vowels. French.
What is that word? There's 3 letters in it. Can I have some? I'm never going to be able to go back to France.
Do you go to France often?
I've been once. It was really great.
All right. They're running there. There's chilling. They got Death Ward on them. Like the true thugs they are. So now we'll move up some. You need to go first. So you're going to come up. And to here. And you will. I'm going to use Lucky Penny on him.
Okay.
Give him a soul. And he will cast Black Mantle.
I feel like it's important to remind you, chat, that you can, in fact, Lucky Penny non-leader models. That is a thing.
Okay.
I know it's been a few months, but that's still a big change.
Kythos is going to activate. He is going to go ahead and cast Deadweight for 2. on to Dalton.
All right. The me.
And Arcane Shield's on the Jack, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so you're def 13 or 14?
14.
You're 14, 13 with 8 boxes and tough.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm a 7. I need a 6. I need a 4 because of telemetry.
Okay.
So we're going to try to hard roll that.
Wait, aren't you? You said you're a 7, so
Yeah.
you need a 7 down to a 5.
Right, because you're 14. All right, get the 5.
Yep.
Now we will boost the damage.
Okay.
Because it is, I want to say, POW 12.
That sounds correct.
Yep, POW 12. So I'm dice off 1.
Okay.
Need a 9 to tough. Get the 9. Be a tough. All right, we will dead weight that Warjack.
Dead weight is a lot like Stranglehold for those of you not familiar. That Jack now has to give up his movement or combat action on its activation.
Now we will advance Mr. Kythos. And come up and be base to base with this guy. All right, and now we are going to shoot Plugger.
Okay.
I have Eyeless Sight. So you are def 12. Goes to 16 because of the cover.
Is that? Can I check the?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right.
So we will boost it. I am a rat 7.
Okay.
So I need a.
A 9.
Yep. That hits.
Okay.
So you're going to get pushed back. The D3. Yeah. In inch.
Okay.
And let's see, what's your armor? 19?
19.
We'll boost the damage roll. So that'll be 1 to the 1.
1 to the 1.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well
Good
damaged,
job.
sir.
And I don't want to risk another shot, so we won't reload. And we are, okay, perfect. Stealth.
I'm waiting for some magic words. Is it not happening?
Now we're going to feat. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We have to feat, unfortunately. It's very sad, but we have to. Yes.
So Kythos' feat is -3 to attack rolls against friendly faction non-incorporeal models inside
guys
of
are just running.
his control, his delicious 16-inch control. And if they miss, those models get placed within 3 inches of their current location. It's pretty sweet. However, Vargus also has Carnage, so that kind of negates some of it, but not all of it. And Vargus has to be close for that to happen, too.
True.
What does Vargus want to be that close? Find out here soon on Dragon Ball Z.
All right. 5, 6, 10, 8. He's just going to run through there.
You're on fire.
All right. They're just running there. This unit is just going to adjust, fill him up.
He's fine. But Jacob doesn't. No, but the time that he would actually die. So because you do tough first and then you decide. So he fails the second tough.
He's going to advance to there. And then we're going to target this guy.
Okay.
You're dug
17.
in though.
Yep.
So I'm a 5, you're a 17, I need a 12.
Yep.
Let's see how many shots I get. 2 shots, we'll boost it.
Okay.
So I need a frickin' 12 to hit.
Yep.
That'll miss. We'll do it again and boost it. That one will hit.
Yep.
And we will boost the damage.
All right.
It's
Arm
going to be
13.
Yep, dice off 2, so tough check.
Not tough.
Okay. Good job, you killed something. You can't do crap, mister. I guess you have your gun. I don't care about your gun this turn. So, yeah, you're just going to come up here. Okay.
They want to be in the bubble of love.
This unit is going to go ahead and run.
The love bubble.
Do I really need to be that close? Yeah. Yep. Just run it here. They'll run there. You guys are just going to run behind these guys. And then the Furies. I think you come here. Yep, you come up here. And you come into here. Yep. And now this guy is just going to run and touch him.
This guy
and
being a
then
Scarlock
these guys
commander.
just running, and that's me, sir. But we got to pause it or whatever. I don't know how to. Did that? Okay, it did. All right.
Did it?
Yep, for scoring.
Okay.
So I'll score 1, 2.
I score what?
Yep.
And then things happen. So you may move the 50s up to 3 inches towards your scenario terrain.
Correct.
+1 for each other 40 or 50 you control.
Right.
So I get to move 3, you get to move 4.
Right.
And Dalton, don't forget to increase your score.
Yeah.
And then we will use our made to haul benefit. On this guy, he'll just move directly towards.
And that's from the scenario. After moving your 50 millimeter objective at the end of their turn, that player may move.
Only the active player, I think.
Nope.
5 inches directly towards.
I could be wrong.
It just reads after moving their 50 millimeter objective at the end of their turn. So it is, I'm sorry, you are correct.
Yep.
That player may move one friendly cohort
Yep.
model 5 inches directly towards their 50 millimeter objective.
So I don't get to mate to
Nope.
haul.
Can you also increase the round timer, please? It's in the top left corner. We appreciate you.
Number 3.
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Exulon's feet is up. We have
You all
a
keep saying
saying,
Exulon like it's a name, but it's a title.
Kythos,
There we go. That's more like it.
sorry.
I forgive you, mostly.
Nerd. Sorry, okay.
Upkeep, Rhythm of War. Let Arcane Shield drop.
We have a saying in our meta that we'll see if this holds true. I won't share it now. But with the feats popped, we'll see what happens. Because now Vargus gets the pop feat for realsies.
Clouds are going away.
Stinky Kador clouds.
Oh, Rockwall. I don't need it.
That Rowdy's like, yay! Oh no! The zombies.
Well, I think it's better with the range to give these guys assigned to 30 speed.
Guys, you're powered up.
Give it -2 armor. Shoot 3 weapon master pouches.
And as Dalton continues to spend some time in the tank figuring out how to unwind this nonsense, I will chuckle menacingly.
I changed my mind. I'll keep Arcane Shield on him.
Arcane Shield on your howitzer equipped.
Yep.
Excellent. Sorry, just a little added specificity for those at home watching. But what will Dalton do now?
Yeah, can't do any actions, which is fine.
Plugger not getting knocked down by the Thunderbolt shot from Kythos is a little bit of a bummer, but I believe he's out of melee range now, even with the shenanigans.
I shouldn't have boosted damage and then reloaded and tried again.
I don't disagree, actually.
They're going to throw a grenade at you. Grenade at that tyrant.
That was your mistake. I think it's recoverable, though. I think you're okay. We will see. I mean, the Gravediggers did bring a lot of guns. I feel like that needs to be trademarked. Gravediggers, we brought a lot of guns. Trademark.
Easily hit you. We're going to push damage. It's fine. Sounds great. This is POW 13. And Weapon Master gets construct. This is Space Up 6. As of 6. So 5, 10, 13 to the 6.
Do you have Rise anywhere in your army? You
I
didn't
have the
take-
card.
Okay.
I put the fires out.
Put a bottom way. Give me stealth. Seems good. All right. After that, we've got other stuff. This guy's got a charge.
I'm just now realizing that these trench swords with reach 2 look the same length as the trench knives. And also, what the heck's a trench sword?
It's a trench knife, but sword size.
You shut up. I'm not talking to you. I'm asking the void and chat, actually. Let us know in the comments on YouTube what the heck a trench sword is. Doesn't make any sense. Trenches are too small to swing swords around unless you're doing it vertically, but then you've left yourself wide open to trench knives. Dalton and I will have a very historical discussion about this later.
I figured you were close to damnation.
I can still buy attacks with a guy who's been dead weighted, correct? He just has to give up his initials, or
No, you
his
give up your combat action.
Okay,
So you either move or you attack.
got it.
Yeah, deadweight sucks.
That being said, if you forfeit your combat action, yes, it is your initials. You can buy attacks.
No, you don't have a combat action at all. You don't even have that phase.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. I was under the assumption he could. That's extra rude. Also, because it happens to be on the guy with the howitzer, if you forfeit your movement, you can't forfeit your movement to aim.
That is true.
All right. We're gonna give you the smacks.
So the way Kythos' feat reads is, it's not a +3 defense, it's a -3 to your roll if you're in the control area. If I'm in the control, I get the teleport if you miss.
Just for those at home, would you mind measuring out
I'm sorry,
Kythos?
what?
For those at home, would you mind measuring out Kythos' control
Yeah.
area so we
I
can see what
also
that bubble looks like?
am short of focus because of Long Shadow. Pretty sure. Yep. Okay, his control is going to hit not Vargus.
But a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, not Vargus and not all that in the back.
Those 3 dice explode.
All right. Stella's going to start us off. She's going to pop Precision Strike. She then will aim and shoot a grenade at that guy right there.
That particular thrall.
That
Okay.
particular thrall. So she is a rat 8 because she's aiming.
Yep, and I think she might be out.
Looks like it.
Okay, so
So-
that's a 12.
Looking for a 4. That'll hit with an 8.
Okay, what's the AoE size?
2.
Okay. So we will pick him. We'll shield guard to him.
Okay. So he takes a POW 12 brutal damage shot.
Okay, he's just going to tough. He will die.
And it's an AoE 2 POW 8.
So it'll be these two, I'm pretty sure. So you're off 11.
Off 11. Nothing. And on the other one, nada.
Yep.
Cool. Then she's done. Then Vargus. He's going to activate. He's going to fleet for 1. And he will spend 2 to cast Carnage.
It's going to cost you 3 because of Mage Static.
Mage Static is within 10 of that guy?
Yep.
All right,
I
and 10
forget the
is-
Malefactor does that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I could
It's
just walk
silly.
out of that.
You could walk out of it.
Do you
Yes.
mind if I back that up
No,
slightly?
go ahead.
And look at that great play etiquette. Asking your opponent before you decide to undo something. It pays to be nice. It also pays to talk to your opponent about stuff like that, too. It
Now we
matters,
should
folks.
be.
As long as you run away, Vargus.
Run, run,
Right.
run, run. Run,
Yeah,
run,
Fleet's
run away.
Mage Static will catch you off guard.
It's so good.
Spend
Malefactor. It's so hot right now.
to cast Carnage. Then I want to shoot at anything. Probably not. Nah. Then the Rowdies? Yeah, the Rowdies go next.
Is Vargas not doing the thing?
I said he feeded before he moved.
I missed that
But
one.
he is feeding, yes.
Okay.
That's all good.
We are notoriously bad here at Zero Camp for missing when feats happen.
So that guy's not in, but everybody else that matters is. Then Rowdies are gonna charge at that
Sure.
little guy.
The monster. Needing 6. I will hit. Straight dice.
Sure that you are within 2 of you. Yep, and
You can always
one
go
of you.
on opposite sides of the.
Want you to be as far from him as possible.
Just because of a weird quirk of how this table's set
So
up,
then
it
he
is
can- there.
difficult to see the action on the main screen. So we're going to swap back to an overhead view for
then-
now.
Jenkins trying to stab that guy.
Yep, be a 15.
She is Matt 9 because of Carnage.
Yep.
So
Be a 6.
looking for a 6. Hits with a 9. They have anatomical precision, so
Yep.
insta death, no tough check.
Yep.
With gusto and
Does that still work on undead models?
Yeah.
Does it?
So maybe not.
I am unsure. I thought it was living
It is
only.
not. It does not. It does not work
Okay.
on undead models. So,
So-
it is still charging POW 9 Weapon Master. So
He's
I
PAL.
mean-
You're PAL 7 because of Mortal Fear.
okay, I think it's still dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's still
Or
tough.
tough, right? Or does anatomical?
Anatomical. So I think the anti-tough caveat still works. Yes, a model
Okay.
disabled by a melee attack made by this model cannot make a tough
Okay.
roll. That's a separate clause.
Yep.
And then she'll kill.
We're gonna pretend I knew all of
an
that.
inch into there, and we will pass the attack, as in not attack on the criterion.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Oh,
I
she
also-
doesn't even have killing spree because Dalton's dead. Never mind.
Oh, sad.
This is why it's important to
This
read your
guy
rules, folks.
stabbing that guy.
Yeah,
all
I
of the
forgot you're
things is
also
activation.
-1 to hit because of annoyance.
Hmm.
So
I,
effectively def 16.
Gotcha.
So you need
looking
7.
for 7. Misses.
Okay. I
and
will
then the
teleport.
thing happens. Swap the clock.
Let's see.
Then routers are done. They do still have repo 3.
I am 6 up to 8. Give me 10.
So we're gonna
No.
go to be base to base with that guy right there. You are gonna go to engage both of those guys.
They didn't have anything else to shoot. They were the last backup there.
All right. Then yeah, we're gonna activate Bruno,
Yep.
who will aim so that he is rat 9, boosted attack rolls against little guys, against warrior models, I should say.
Yep.
We
So
still don't talk about.
He will
Bruno.
be a 16.
So he's a 9, so that'll hit.
Okay.
It's a POW 12.
I'll make it
so-
tough. He will tough. Fall
So,
over.
so when he is hit, never mind. It's after the attack is resolved. He is knocked down and pushed. Okay, so he's tough, and then he gets D3 plus 1 shots. He gets the full 4. He'll shoot again at the same guy.
Okay.
Extra die because of
Yep.
volume fire.
Kill him.
Volume fire's not an extra die.
Yes, excuse
No,
me,
he-
volley fire.
he has volley
I
fire.
misspoke.
Volley
he has
fire,
volley
cool.
fire, which is a different rule than volume fire.
Indeedly do. Oh my god, this troll is nuts.
Then this unit of gun mages is going to activate. They're going to
15, 16? I can never remember. Yeah, 15, 16. They're withered for the purposes of assassination.
do we even need to do anything this turn?
After that, we've got.
So they're going to do mini beat, which gives them +2 digits. And
We're going to do this lane.
No, they're not. Hold on.
Pathfinder that goes for
There. So you got your psychokinetic force. So if you're within 5 inches of her, you're -2.
This unit is going to activate. They are going to adjust slightly
Enemy model within 5.
so that they're within 6 of Plugger while being within the cover. There we go. They'll fill him up to full.
Give him a focus with science.
Then,
So 2 empowers, right?
yes,
Cool.
2 empowers, and that's it. Then
And a gun mage hanging out in the wind in cover.
Plugger will activate. He is going to charge at the brutes so that he is within an inch of that one right there.
Is that model within 8 inches of Savage?
Okay.
Okay, they got. Only range 4. Oh, really?
There we go.
I do not want them to go down to range 1. That's making this very difficult. I would just have changed what they did.
Plugger is effectively mat 10.
Yep. They'll be def 15.
So looking for 5s.
Red 6.
Swinging with the Trench Ripper.
On which one?
That one right there.
Okay.
POW 14, that's off 3.
For 5s. Hits and crits.
Okay.
So boosted damage, POW 16, crit decap.
You are off 3.
Dice off 3.
With double over and no tough.
That will be 12 points of damage. No tough check because he's disabled. And he is, never mind. I thought he was removed from play. He is not. Then I will
Nope, not removed from play, just decapitated.
killing spree.
Good news, Cryx. You will just stitch his head back
So
on.
he'll move an inch forward. He's got big stupid knives.
Wait, he's
Go.
gonna killing spree.
He does have killing spree.
Oh, it's on his head. That's stupid.
That's why he does an RFP, because it would completely take that rule away.
Absolutely, just yeah.
Okay, let me turn. So that touches his base right now. So I'm going to flip him around so that he can actually move
Okay.
his inch. There. Gonna swing at that guy
Yep, need a 5.
with my killing spree attack. I'm gonna boost to hit. Hits, no crit.
Okay. Dice off 3.
Excuse me. Gonna boost damage. Off 3. That will be 8 points of damage.
9.
No tough.
Tough.
Which triggers a whole other killing spree.
It does trigger a whole nother killing spree. Oop, I brought him with me. I didn't mean to do that. We'll swing at that guy. Let's just see if I can roll a 5. No, I don't want to do that because I don't want to muck with my rangers. I'll boost a hit.
Do it.
That'll hit.
Okay.
No crit. Pass 16, dice off 3. That'll be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'll swing with my second initial, because all those were just killing spree attacks. Same target. Hits with a 6. Dice off 3. 4 more points of damage.
No tough.
No tough.
And thus his killing spree continues.
His killing spree does continue. We're
He's just gonna
swing at
keep
that
plugging
guy.
away.
Looking for a 5. Misses with a 4.
Okay, he will
Swap the
teleport.
clock.
Clock over
Let's
to
see,
you.
where am I going to go with you?
He can go anywhere he
Are
wants
you
to.
kidding me?
Sorry.
Widget down. That's a
Widget
bummer.
down.
Yeah, we're just going to go here. That's fine. Actually, we're going to go here. That's better.
You know, he could have gone anywhere, and he chose not to go to Disneyland.
Are you talking about our Lord and Savior?
The House of Mouse. Yes. In fact, I am talking about our Lord and Savior.
All right. And then Plugger will be done, and he will sprint 5.
I'm going to fix it.
You're not going to try shooting?
He's engaged, and I don't want to let the little guy teleport.
Ah,
around
good for
everywhere.
him. But that's fair. Not having pistol on the weapon is rough. And no gunfighter.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh wait, no, you can't because you got
Okay, goes to there.
And sorry, chat, the view swapping continues just as the action
This
is
unit of
easier to
Rangers
see
is
in
going to
certain ways.
activate.
Yep.
They're going to aim, spin up the machine guns. This machine gunner gets 1 shot. The other machine gunner gets 1 shot.
One shot at glory.
All right, then they will do 2 2-man CRAs into the chicken.
Okay.
Chicky.
Be def 17.
So we are at 6 up to 7 from volume fire, 8, 9 from the CRA, 11 from aiming. So looking for 6s. Hits with a 9.
Okay.
POW 15.
All
Dice
right,
plus
you
one?
Are plus 1.
That's +1. That'll be 11 to the 3.
That seems all right.
All right.
Knock anything out?
They
Nope.
get
Okay. Second guy, second pair, same thing.
Yep.
For a 6, hits with a 10. Dice +1. That'll be 10 to the 5.
believe that's a dead chicken.
Kill the chicken.
Rangers, lead the way. All right. Then
It's Cryx Jack problems. That unfortunately has not changed for at least the bone chickens. The malefactors, on the other hand, well, that's another animal. There are no malefactors on this table, just a malfessor.
Yep. So yes, caster. 5 to 1. Check. On to you, Rob. On to you, sir.
5, 6, 7, 10. Gets you. Yeah, that's good. This unit of gun mages is going to activate. Going to walk over to here so that they're within 10 of that boy. Give 2 to you. 1 to you.
They're not close enough to empower.
Am I not?
Empower is
6
range
inches.
6. Oh, I thought you were measuring 10.
No, that was 6 and 6.
Okay. Nope, sorry. I apologize. I heard 10.
He did say 10, but
Did I? I'm sorry.
sorry.
No, that's
I knew what
okay.
he was doing.
Don't
I'm
even
glad you
know
did,
why
'cause
I
apparently
said,
I
I don't even remember
didn't.
saying the word 10.
Well, we've said it 10
then,
times now.
That's not going to work. It would have been really cool if it did work. Oh well. Then.
It's a boost that rolls sort of hand in hand every now and again. That maybe like stays on fire. Maybe I feel cheeky and I want to make this play. He does enable a friend. I have to remember that when I'm throwing the friend away to die.
Yeah, that's what I do. All right, you are going to aim.
Can't.
Oh, right. Can't do that. You're totally right. But he will give up his movement to shoot at this chicken.
Okay. It'll be a 17.
Shooting the other chicken.
We will boost to hit, so we're looking for an 11.
The fun part is him going into like something he clearly should not be doing.
That will miss with a 10.
Negatory.
Okay. We will teleport.
Alrighty.
I think we teleport. Actually, we're going to dodge first.
Mhm.
And then we will teleport.
Oh, you gave that bone chicken dodge. Rude. That's a fun, rude stack.
And you're done. All right. Yeah, I want you to be done. Then. This guy. I'm going to spend 1 focus for fleet. Walk up in here so that we're engaging all these friends.
It is a cloud effect for the person, but he just has.
So, serious question. Why spin 1 to fleet instead of just 1 to charge and charge up there?
Because I don't want to stab anything. The only thing that I would hit would be the Criterions, and I don't want to give them battle driven.
How dare you?
I don't see any reason to make them hit harder, to do damage to models that he can just bring back.
Fair.
It seems wasteful to me. Then this guy will fleet and charge, so he can charge 10 inches at this here brute thrall. Gets to be almost base to base with him.
With its quote-unquote trench sword.
You talking about Carnage or your feet?
I am checking for feet.
Okay.
I'm out of Carnage on
Okay.
that guy. I will boost to hit on him. We
Yeah.
are mat 7 into def 15.
Yep.
So looking for an 8.
Yep.
That will hit with more than an 8.
Okay.
Pound 19.
Dice straight.
That'll be 10 points of damage.
Okay. And he will tough, ball over.
Yep. And I will. Doesn't really matter. This is my second Valiant. I'll pop him with the shield, like bash him.
Sure.
Auto hits, it's POW 13.
Off 6.
3 points of damage. So that picks him up. And then we are done there. Then
If it's 3, you're talking 4 POW 19.
we're done. You should be within 12 of that, so you can move a little bit. That actually works out pretty well. Then you. Bruno.
He already went.
Bruno has shot a dude.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're totally right. He shot the. Yep. He shot that guy.
Yep.
So then I believe everyone has gone. So then Rhythm of War will activate. So I want to move that guy to be within 2 of one of those brute thralls while still being within Vargus's feet, which I believe is possible.
I would have lowered your armor by 2.
So if he goes to there. Oops, shoot.
Ah, nudge
That
gate.
looks like he's even moving him back. Still
Stop.
within 12.
Stop moving your caster.
I'm moving him back because I nudged him forward and that would throw off the whole thing. So I wanted to move him back more than I nudged him forward, so that if it still works,
Just keep
then that
playing.
means
It's
it's okay.
Chat's already accusing me of delaying the game.
Am I done? No, because I am also moving Plugger back.
See, I'm not doing it on purpose. Not trying to take up his clock.
You're delaying it again? Oh, yeah. And he's used a bunch of times.
There we go. Over to you.
Okay. We're going to roll the
You get like 3.
corrosion. Give me a location, or I will. 6. Yep. I'm going to score nothing.
And I also score nothing.
Oh, wow. That was impressive. Never mind. Continue, you
Yep.
silliness.
All right. So he takes point damage, and we'll do vengeance. So
Gives you 3 minutes.
All right.
he's coming here. They're going to attack you. You're def 14, right?
Yes, the Braddy's
I'm
a
a
death
7.
14.
I need a 7.
Okay.
That will hit.
Yep.
It's going to be POW 12.
Dice off 1.
So take 3 damage.
3 damage to the Franks. Okay.
All right. Vengeance goes away. All right. Let's do control phase now. We'll upkeep Death Ward for free. He gets a focus. We're going to give 1 to the Malefactor. Or, sorry, the Malfessor. The rest will sit on here. Feet's gone. Okay, now we got to figure out how to do maximum damage. Yeah, I think we. Okay, so we do that there. We do that there. But you need help.
You want to try to guys know? That's why.
Okay.
You want to go take on those 13, 16 guys with Ashenvale? You don't want to get with an Ashenvale raid before you
All right. Okay. So that doesn't even require a lot of work.
You want me to 2 inches of any of these models?
All right. So we're going to start with this unit of necrosurgeons.
Okay.
They are going to go ahead and bring this guy back.
A brute comes back. Excellent.
They might have to move like this, but that's fine. So they'll bring this guy back. They're going to heal him. 4 points, so he's sitting on 5. Then they're going to give a focus to this guy.
Okay.
That bone chicken buried in the unit of Sludge Thralls.
That's okay. This unit. Do I need a card? I don't think I do. No, don't do them first. You got to do the Furies first. All right. Okay, so he's just going to float up to here. Okay, he will come back here, and he will pop right there. Is that enough? Nope, you're not going to go that far. And okay, that's better. Stop it, Kythos. Doesn't really matter where you are. Okay. You are casting Power of Death. You are going to go ahead and hit him with Stygian because he's not dug in.
Okay, Death 13.
So I need a 6. That will hit. It'll be a POW 12. And tough him.
Tough.
Okay. So he falls over, right?
Yep.
All right.
Rude.
Is he a machine gunner?
That is a machine gunner.
Okay, then we will go ahead and hit him with the other Stygian.
Okay.
Anything but, we hit him, and he dies.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, I can't bring any of you guys back, but I can bring you guys back. Okay. This unit's going to come up to here. This is stupid. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cast Grim Returns on this guy. And Grim Returns on this guy. And then he'll cast Grim Returns on that guy.
Just
So we
bringing
got a whole
dudes
unit
back to life. How rude.
All right.
You are wildly too far to cast Hell X-Blast, and you have to directly hit to strip the upkeep. Novel idea, but no.
Okay, so you need to cast Dimp and Dupe. Okay. Why do you only have 6? Oh, you give one to the Malefactor. Okay. So Kythos is going to go ahead and activate. He is going to move. Actually, we have to move this guy first. He's in the way. So this guy will go ahead and go. He's just going to come up to here, and he's going to throw dead weight on that guy who's not dug in.
Okay. Death 13.
I think he's only a 6. Nope, he's a 7. Miss. Okay. Now Kythos can come up to here. Leave me alone. He's going to go ahead and cast Carnage. He's going to go ahead and cast Scything Touch onto this brought back individual.
What's the range on Scything Touch?
I got Arc Node.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is range 6. That's
Yep.
a valid question.
And he's done. Okay, now Power of Death's up. We're good to go. This unit, I'm going to move you a little.
Thank you.
Do I have the card? Nope. Well, they can't be there. So he's going to just move up to here in this little corner. And he'll pop onto that side. Actually, we don't want you to be quite like that. This is hard.
Oh yeah, they do. I've used that so many times. They're like, cool, bye.
Okay, so yeah, that's how we'll do it. And then you have to go just here is fine. Just hit him with your Scything Touch bubble. That's all we care about. Actually, you need to not be there. You need to be like here. Okay. So he can't make attacks. They're going to make some attacks. So first, he will go ahead and start.
Okay.
You are def 12.
Correct.
I'm Matt 9. Hit.
Okay.
So what is your armor currently?
24.
24. So it goes 22. I'll just add it to the power.
Okay.
So 14, 16, 18. So your dice off 4.
6.
Scything Touch.
You
Plus
said
power of
18.
death.
You said your POW 18, right?
Power 14.
Yep.
18 for, or 16 for power of death. Yeah, 18.
I am POW armed
Right.
24.
Yep.
Off 6.
So no damage, but you will get beat back to there.
Okay.
And we'll follow not all the way up. And then we'll take the second attack, which,
We'll miss.
nope, hits. I'm a 9.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, 12.
Yep.
Yep.
No damage. That's fine. This guy is going to go ahead and hit you. Same thing.
Do they not have
Hits.
combo strikes?
They do. I really want to hit over anything else.
Okay.
So we hit. We're off 6. So they 2 to the 5.
2 to the 5.
But more importantly, we're going to knock you out of feet. And follow up. And then we'll hit again, which will hit. Now we're off 4. So that'll be 1 to the 5.
Now you're off 3. He loses 3 armor.
Oh, 3 armor. Yeah, so 2 to the 5.
Okay.
Okay. Good enough. So now,
But is it?
yeah,
That is still an
So
armed
this unit-
21 Valiant. Valiant.
it's 19 because of Scything Touch. 17 because of Power of Death. So this guy is going to go ahead and charge.
He's trying to equally distract him.
Get into there.
I should know better. I'm a Cryx player. That maths.
Won't get all of them to have Power of Death, but we'll have 2 of them. Good enough. Okay, so he won't have Power of Death. These 2 will.
Okay.
All right, charge attacks. They're Mat 8s. That'll hit with the first one. So it's POW 12, POW 14, POW 16.
Dice off 5.
Yep. So that'll be 8 to the 5.
8 to the 5.
And then he will take his spray. He won't. Then this guy will take his charge. He will hit. So that'll be a bad roll.
1 to the 3.
Yep, 1 to the 3. Nothing I can do about that.
Okay.
He won't take his spray. He will go ahead and take his charge. Hits.
Which is off.
Off 7. So that's 4, 5 to the 3.
5 to the 3. Okay.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
How much health does that?
12. 12
It's still
boxes.
12 boxes to any disabled systems?
Only the right arm.
What's on? Oh, the trench sword.
Yes, the trench sword is disabled.
Okay.
The oxymoronic weapon is disabled.
All right.
Should've
This
just
unit is just
Giving
going
them
to
pickle
come-
hobbies.
Do I need you to kill them? Maybe. Just gonna come here.
Those
Gonna place
guys.
this.
Are they unstoppable?
Yep.
Okay.
Always unstoppable. All right. He's gonna go ahead and make attacks here. We're Mat 9. So I need
Where is
a
here?
5 to hit.
Okay. On to Jenkins.
That'll miss. We will re-roll that with a soul.
Okay.
That'll hit. This is POW 14.
Dice plus 1.
So that'll be 11 damage.
Okay. Jenkins is gone.
All right, we'll take that soul back.
Although it's crit Grievous that you have, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Not tough.
All right. Yeah, crit grievous. Okay. So we'll get the soul back. Second attack, have no one to attack. This guy will go ahead and attack your last guy here.
Franks.
Will hit.
Okay.
That'll be 5 damage.
Tough.
Okay, we'll hit him again.
Yep.
And kill him.
I feel like you've rolled an appropriate amount of toughs so far. It's not been outside of
Yeah, it seems about
expectations.
normal.
Yeah.
Okay, take his soul.
I like being statistically normal.
Then this guy will go ahead and take some swings on the jack.
Okay.
We hit your armor 22?
23.
23. So I am off 7. So that's not fun. So, no, I'm off 9. So, yeah, second attack. Well, 3 to the 1.
3 to the 1.
We just had hashtag pray for Cryx show up in chat, and I love it. The peacekeeping Cryxians against the horribly awful Gravediggers.
All right. This unit of thralls is going to go and activate. This guy's going to charge.
Is he not part of that unit?
These are all the same unit right here.
So is he not engaged by? I guess it doesn't matter.
No, he's not engaged by anybody.
Are you sure? Off of 2 inches off of him?
He was back here. This guy was engaged. Yes.
Okay.
So he will just teleport and attack. These 3 won't be able to make any attacks.
Okay.
They're just in the way. So charge attack here. Matt 9. That'll hit.
Yep.
It's POW 12, 14, 16.
Arm 23.
Yep, so off 7. So take 6 to the 1.
6 to the 1.
His offhand attack hits and no damage. The other guy who doesn't get charges hits, no damage. And then his offhand attack hits, and it'll be 4 to the 3.
4 to the 3. Okay.
If you're still watching this when we post this up on YouTube later, comment hashtag bile juice. I'd love to see who makes it this far into the video.
Yep. I think that's the smarter move.
Also, this
Not the one I
episode,
want to do, but it's the smarter move.
this episode of Zero Camp brought to you by Bile Juice. Feel your thralls.
Okay. This guy is going to charge Plugger.
Okay.
And all his friends. All the king's horses. Okay. They're all... No, I'll do this. So 3 of them are in Power of Death range.
Are they?
The back 3 are
Okay,
not.
that's important. You should be more precise with that.
This is the
I'm
guy
gonna-
charging.
Yeah,
So
and I'm
these
I'm
two are
asking you to
placed.
be more precise with
Okay.
the power of death.
There we go. Tell me where it is.
Judge.
Unless we, I mean, other than that, we got to.
No, I'm
Yeah.
jury and
Only those
executioner.
two
I'm
guys
not a
are-
judge.
Okay, that's fine. Then we will just do this.
Okay, but then
And then-
one of them's out of melee range.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You're fine. Place 2 will be in then.
Okay.
All right. So first guy with Power of Death.
Okay.
Need a 9.
That's
Matt
12.
9.
Yep.
So that'll hit with the charge. And then this is going to be
They're arm 20. He's arm 22.
arm 22. So 12, 14. So
Finito.
6, 7, 8. So off 8. So that'll be no damage. Actually, let's see, where are you? Nope. Yep. His offhand attack will hit. No damage. Second guy charge attack hits. That'll do 4 to the 3.
Okay.
And his offhand attack hits. And does 2 to the 1.
2 to the 1.
And then the other 3 are going to be off 10s. So charge hits. So that'll be 1 to the 6.
1 to the 6.
His offhand hits. Nothing. Next charge. Misses. His offhand hits. That'll be nothing.
Okay.
And then the last charge will hit. And that'll be 3 to the 5.
Okay. 3 to the 5.
And his last attack will hit and do nothing.
Okay.
All right. Good job, idiots. All right. Scarlock will go ahead and charge this guy.
Okay.
We'll just go right through all them. He is a mat 6, goes to mat 8, so I need a 4 to hit. That will hit.
Okay.
I think it's about 12 base. It might be 13. It's 13. So
Okay.
it'll go to 15 because of Power of Death. And you are armor 21?
No, I'm 23.
23. So we are off 10, off 8. So we will re-roll that with a soul.
Okay.
So that'll be 3 damage to the 2.
3 to the 2.
Take this.
Okay, movement is out on that Valiant.
3 to the 2. Okay. Does he buy attacks? I can't remember. I think he's just a booster. No, he does buy attacks. Do I want to? Oh, he doesn't have any souls. All right. Let's see.
It's Cav. It was 4. The January update that he's.
Oh, you silly Malfesser. What do I want you to kill?
Nothing. It's the most metal thing of all to kill. Absolutely
All right.
nothing.
Rob, question.
So this guy's going to go ahead and move up.
If I, a Rocketman model with no melee, is being in melee with...
We're going to cast Hex Blast on him.
Okay.
You are Def 12.
Yes, sir.
I'm a 7, and
You can walk away just fine and do all your arc stuff because I'm not engaging.
telemetry hit you.
Looks like it. Yep.
Okay. So 9, so I only need a 3. That'll hit. You'll lose Arcane Shield.
I sure do.
I don't think we're going to boost the damage, so I don't even know if we can do
Still
anything.
armor 25.
Just take the shield off. That's fine. All right, Malfesser. Which one are you going to kill? I think you got to kill the one on the left. All right. So just going to move here and come up here with his buddies. And we will go ahead and make a melee attack. We are going to be, mat 10. So anything but. I'm sorry, he's mat 9. So that will miss unless, nope, we'll re-roll that. All right. That'll hit. So this is POW effective 20 with the siding touch.
Okay. Dice off 1.
Dice off 1. All right.
It does have chain weapon if that matters.
Oh, it
Dice
does.
off. Dice plus 1 then.
Dice plus 1. All right. So 12 to the 2.
12 to the 2. He's gone.
Oh, that's tragically easy. Okay.
I should stop drinking coffee when I play this game. My hands are so shaky. Did you
All right.
see me pick that guy up? I was like, this. Yeah, it's in my. Well, no, there's my water bottle next to my backpack, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
Okay, he's kind of stuck there now. Sad.
Haha, nerd.
Nerd. Yep. Okay. I don't think there's a world I can get through there.
Oh, the Malefester's not gonna score. Oh. Oh, just move the tree.
Like a mouthful.
Yep, just
Get it
move
done.
it out of the way.
Just get it out of the way.
My armor is 15 down to 16, so it's 8. So 15 it's straight dice.
He's just going to run all the way over here.
Plus 2.
He can be out of control. No one cares about him.
Yeah, it's fully fine.
And
This turn.
corrosion.
And I think I've used everybody. Yep. So I'm going to pause it. So scoring, I'll get the 1, 2.
4 to my 1.
Yep.
Seems fair.
And then this thing gets to move 4.
2.
Don't know if there's any good way to do this. It's just going to end up going like that.
Okay.
Made to haul. We'll go ahead and move this guy. Yep, into that little pocket. He's happy. And then that's me. You ready?
Do it, Dalton. Revenge of the Gravediggers.
All right. Rhythm of War, I'll let drop. Carnage already is dropped. So we're at 7 on Vargus.
Okay, so that's up there. Don't have your strength.
While he's thinking, the Malefessor has a weapon called Psychic Trembler. I don't want to know what that is.
Everybody
That's
is
redonkulous.
active.
Like Sabrina can do it. Yeah, but then she's just out. She like charges this guy. And then tries to overtake to kill this.
My this guy Righteous Vengeance will proc.
Yep.
So he'll move to be.
Wiggle, wiggle.
So I want him to move so that when I spray at this Criterion, I'll hit Kythos. Because I believe I can do that with a 10-inch spray.
Sure. Let's hold on.
Let's bust out some proxy bases.
Yeah, I don't.
Which one are you trying to?
He
Which
wants to hit
Criterion?
Kythos.
Yes, but which Criterion?
That one.
Okay, so
There's a heck of an angle you're going to need.
you would
but
have
yeah.
to. Yeah, it's not a huge. Well, you have to get in the center of that, and then you should be good. So basically, if your center of the base can be right there,
Which I think it can be.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
Honestly,
You'd need a proxy base, and
well, so from the overhead view,
yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't think the answer is yes. Go ahead and try it from there.
All right, that's as far as you could possibly move. And yes, he is 100% correct.
Yeah, you needed about another inch.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's
It's-
fine.
Oh no! If only you could make
So
that.
where do you want to
inch.
move? You could move anywhere in that pocket. pretty much
But there's
anyway.
whole other things you can do to clear
I'll
up the
just give it up.
pockets.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Still gonna attack.
Will swing. Well, actually, Plugger will go. He will swing at this guy.
Okay. He's def 12.
He's not going to move. Just swing at that guy.
Yep.
F12 for Matt 8. My man needs a tough check.
He dies. Which one? That one, right.
We're just gonna start the killing spree.
Wait, hold on. That's not. Sorry, put him back. Put him back. This guy has Righteous Vengeance. I did not have Avenging Force on.
Oh.
I just played a game with Jake's. I was thinking of Butcher's
No
Bill.
worries.
Ignore all that. I give up that whole thing. None of that happens.
You're the one with the new weird rules.
Okay.
It happens.
I made all my mistakes like 10 games ago.
I blame the coffee too. It's a good thing we don't have a coffee cup this weekend with coffee. And this episode brought to you by Decaf. Holy crap, folks.
Okay. So you guys.
Spaced it out over like 6 hours.
Yeah, it's still.
Like actually, I went home, I showered, changed my shoes, I am wrecked.
That's end of turn. All right. We're going to start off with Stella. She is going to activate Precision Strike, because that is what she's there for. But then she's going to aim and shoot at that Mechanothrall. Her gun has Arcing Fire, so she can do it.
Arcing fire.
Rat 8.
You'll need Nate.
He's not engaged, though.
Oh, that one isn't? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one who's not engaged.
Got it.
Haha, shoot that nerd.
I need a 4.
Looking for a 4. Hits with
Excellent.
boxcars. He takes about 12 brutal.
Well, let me check something. Okay. We will shield guard it to.
Chat
Well,
just
what's
got
the
that
AoE on it?
whole raspberry.
Yeah, we'll shield guard to this guy.
Okay, so he needs a tough check immediately.
Yep. He will die.
Okay, and those guys take POW 8s.
Yes, you need 6 to kill.
Does not.
Okay.
And does.
Okay.
So tough check on that guy.
Nope.
Okay, then Stella's done. Then this unit of gun mages is going to activate. They're going to walk over here, fill up plugger to full, and give 1 to this guy.
Okay.
Maybe don't do that last one.
Then
I'm engaging you.
just make sure I'm not screwing up my order of operations here.
So, do you want to like write it down on something? Put out some tokens with your order of operations.
Never.
Okay.
I don't believe in such things.
It's fair.
For newer players, if you've got an army that has a lot of weird order of operations stuff, it was super helpful for me to have a series of tokens, literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, so I could plan out my turn, put it down, and then actually do stuff in the order. That being said, Dalton is just going to power through it. I believe in Dalton, and I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart.
This unit of gun mages is going to activate first.
Okay.
They are going to aim and shoot. So they aim up to Rat 8. They're going to use Electro Leap. This one's going to shoot at that guy right there.
Okay.
So we are 8s looking for 4s.
Yep.
Do it.
Hits with a 10.
Yep.
Takes a POW 10.
I need
So-
a 4 to kill him.
Uh,
that?
It is a 3.
Okay.
Elites to the next guy
Yep.
over.
I need a 4 to kill.
That'll do it.
Okay.
It's with a 7.
And he dies.
Then the this gun mage, same guy.
Yep.
He will use Heartseeker because he doesn't need to elite. Hits with a 9. Extra die, drop the lowest.
He toughs.
Toughs. Then the third gun mage will shoot at the same guy.
Yep.
Hits, and then extra die, drop the lowest. He's gone.
Excellent. So much murder.
Then Bruno. Is he with an 8? He's not. Boo. All right, he's going to walk.
Man, if only he had volley
He's the
fire or
world's
something.
fastest troll, so he gets to walk 6. He's going to spin up his gun. How many shots does he get? He gets the full 4.
Okay.
So he's boosted to hit Rat 6.
Yep.
7. He's Rat 7.
So you need 9.
Looking for 9s. Hits with a 10.
Okay.
POW 12. So just a tough check.
Yep.
He's tough.
Yep.
Second shot. Same guy. Hits and he's down.
Yep.
And 2 shots to go.
And no friends to shoot.
Yep. He's all out of stuff to shoot.
You should gun mages.
Vargus is going to activate.
Not in this edition.
He's going to fleet
Yep.
to walk 7. He's going to walk over there. He's going to spend 2 to cast Carnage.
Okay.
Ooh. Is he going to do it?
Yep.
Is he going to do it? Chat.
How many shots does Vargus get?
He spools up the balefire.
Fire Cannon. He gets the full 4.
His gun is so animated, it hurts.
We're going to boost. We're going to powerful attack all 4 of these.
Okay.
So
Straight BS.
Rat 7 into death.
19.
19.
Force barrier and woods.
So looking for 12.
Yep.
Hits with higher than a 12.
Oh, no.
POW 13.
You are, because of Mortal Fear, you are 11. Your dice off 5.
Off 5. That'll be 6 damage.
Take 1.
Third shot, looking for
No,
a 12.
that was 7 damage. You
Oh,
rolled a
7
12.
damage, excuse me. Hits with a 16. I rolled a 16 on the second shot.
Okay.
Off how much?
5.
5. 6 more points of damage.
Take 1.
Third shot. Misses with a 9.
Shot number 4.
Last shot. Hits.
Oh!
Off 5. That will
I'm-
be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm over here watching with great anticipation because it's not done yet. No, ladies and gentlemen, he still has Plugger to activate.
No focus there.
Will he be able to get Plugger in melee range, or is he going to have to just burn him to death? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out soon.
All right, so I can't aim with those guys. They'll walk up to here. I'll drop an ammo box. They'll do a 3-man CRA
Okay.
off of the machine gunner, so we're rat 6 up to rat 7 from volume fire, 8, 9, 10 from all of the boys.
See you, 9.
Looking for a
How
9.
many shots you get first?
Well, I'm going to ignore the rest of them, but just 2.
Okay.
Looking for a 9. Whoa! I rolled a 7.
All right.
Plugger.
Plug it in, plug it in.
5. He can charge to 8. And don't want to fleet.
Because you've got a.
Ladies and germs, proxy bases, they're phenomenal.
So, can I move Vargus?
Yeah, you should.
Just,
You probably should. Yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
And then you can do this and see exactly how your angle.
So, I'm gonna fleet so that he gets the extra 2.
Yep. Or else he'll fail.
Hey, kids, you want to
And
see
you
a dead
actually need to
body?
be
Yes,
over here
yes,
more.
I do.
so-
Because this guy's going to die.
Okay. Oh. We are at 10.
He is probably a 14. Let me check. Yep.
All right. Can I roll a 4? Yes, I can. I rolled a 6. The other die went behind the laptop, but it's a 6, I promise.
Okay.
I trust you, but chat doesn't.
It's a
We're-
pass
we're gonna
16.
call it.
You need a 3.
You
You
are
gotta
mortal
have
fear.
a 5 to kill.
Do recall you got mortal fear.
It's not a living model, sir. You get that out of here. Mortal
It is
fear.
a-
It's
Never mind.
mortal like.
Yeah, and
humans.
only living.
I'm mixing up my stuff. Excellent.
Also, annoyance is only living.
Okay.
Plugger's like, you
we-
want to see a magic trick?
Killing spree. Finish there. Uh-oh. I don't think this is going to work. Well, I mean, it'll kind of work.
I mean, you got
got
some
guns.
guns.
I do have guns, but I was hoping to be able
Yeah,
to.
you're not going to be stabbing me.
Even if I fuel can, because that gets me another 2, so I would have to be 3. I think that's just out of 3.
Yeah, your reach is
Yep.
you'd need
Big
4.
sad. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna spin up the Metal Storm Cannon.
Metal Storm
Well,
Cannon.
since I don't need a fuel can, I'll drop another ammo box.
1 second.
That is the call.
We're going to use the ammo box. How many shots do I get? The full 4.
Oh, gross.
All right, but only 2 of them matter because we're boosting to hit. So we are rat 7 because of volume fire. Into
Need a 12.
Need a 12.
Can't you get +2 to attack with the ammo crate?
No, it's damage.
Only
It's
damage.
just damage.
and range.
Okay.
That is a 12. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Then boosting damage.
Okay.
So we are POW 15.
You are dice off 1.
That is
That's 11 points.
11 points of damage.
11.
Is that a tough
11.
check? Do you have tough
No,
on
I don't have
Kythos?
tough. It just kills him.
Kythos. Good game, sir.
Yep.
Pause that clock.
Paused.
Holy crap.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
What'd you forget?
The extra focus I should have from Long Shadows. From killing the Ranger with Stygian Abyss.
That legit sounds like a you problem,
Damn.
unfortunately, here.
Because then I'd be alive.
Probably.
Yes, because you did kill that guy with
Yes.
Stygian Abyss.
Because I'd have 4 hit points left.
You still have more shots, don't you?
Yeah,
One
but he has
more.
to box
Yeah,
throw
he's
the
gotta-
shot.
Yeah. Well, I could have boosted the second one and not. I would have boosted the second one, then couldn't boost damage.
We're going to run into some
on that last one.
hypotheticals here if we're talking about this, so let's stick to what we just got in the game. Holy crap, folks, that was... Because, yeah, Dalton, not going to lie, it did not look super great for you there. That score at the end of Matt's turn was rough.
Yep.
That being
He
said,
is.
like...
Although I intentionally did pull stuff off of the scenario points to go for things like that, but it did
Fair.
just happen to work out for me. I really did think that Plugger would be, obviously, if Plugger had gotten in melee, then that would have been the world's cinchest assassination run. But it just, I eyeballed it, and I thought I was well within, and then I wasn't. So I got very lucky there.
Does Kythos have stealth or prowl? No. So I was a little surprised that you didn't just walk and shoot and have a full stack of focus to shoot with. However, it worked out for you.
Because it was defense very high, and
Yes, and
volume
you
fire
were-
only goes so far.
and you were wanting to
I
stab-
did not want to bet on rolling really well.
Yes, and you...
I was so I, again, if I had known that I was not in melee range, I would have tried to knock Kythos down with this howitzer shot because it's range 16, and I think I can make it happen because these guys are not perfectly aligned, and these guys are ghosts. So I think I could have maybe gotten there, possibly.
You had a line.
Yeah, I think so.
Looking from the top-down view, you definitely had a line.
At which point, then I try to roll the 12 there, I think. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm in more trouble, for sure. Although I think that, again, scenario makes it tough, for sure. Scenario is hard there. But I don't know. I didn't even put any thought to what I would do if the Kythos thing didn't work, because I was planning on the Kythos, going for Kythos since Kythos moved to right there.
That's
So,
understandable.
that was the plan the whole time. It just happened to work out, even though I did not measure the. Or I did not. I did
the
not
melee
measure the
stabby.
melee. Yeah. I need the old Umbri spell that gives him tentacles or whatever, so he's range 2.
No.
That's what Plugger needs, is
Matt.
an additional rule.
No. Matt, you have any last in-game thoughts?
Nope.
Besides,
I mean, it just, what he did didn't work if I just remembered the last focus I had.
yeah. Which is why it's important to remember this stuff. You both ended with probably
Played it differently had he had that there, right? I mean,
He didn't have a choice.
the
He's losing at the end of this turn.
the one other
yeah,
thing.
no, I got that.
Yeah.
but I just,
The one other thing I will say is looking at the time left on the clock, the commentator BS aside, Dalton, you were running pretty low on time, assuming you had deployed on clock. You may have clocked yourself otherwise.
Yes.
But on stream, it's
Absolutely.
hard for us to do all that stuff and have you deploy off. It's a whole thing. That being said, if neither of you have anything else to add, I will go ahead and start winding down.
All set there. I got pretty lucky this game. That's my final words.
Fair enough. Well, thank you both very much for playing on stream tonight. Again, we have Dalton on your left, Matt on your right. Thank you to both of you for playing. And thank you to everyone who is watching both live here on Twitch and at home on YouTube when we get this uploaded. Thank you again. Your support is super awesome. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. When I checked earlier today, 886. We're actually getting close. At 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we hit a monetization mark where YouTube pays us just to put content out there, which is awesome. So please like, subscribe, follow, whatever you feel like doing. Any little bit helps, even just telling your friends about it. Just helping to spread the good word of Warmachine is super awesome. And we'll say just again, we've got Tacticon, which will have the Rocky Mountain Rumble, which we are expecting to be an Iron Gauntlet qualifier coming up here at the end of August. We will be streaming a game from our team event Coffee Cup going on here this Saturday, so keep your eyes peeled for notification about that. And just again, a big shout out to Enchanted Grounds here in Littleton, Colorado for, as always, allowing us a place to play as well as to stream. They're super cool. Come join us for Warmachine, started about 5 o'clock. Play on stream at 6:30 if you'd like. We'd love to have you folks. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, we appreciate you. We will see you all next week, and Greg will take over the show at that point.